Hello friends, hope you all are doing well and staying safe. Welcome back to yet another video of the Football Mania to bring you all the latest news and insights from the football world. When you talk about history, when you talk about legacy, and when you talk about a club which has high ambitions, only one Premier League club comes to your mind, and it is the glorious Manchester United, a team which had a very big history in place, a team which was known to always win silverware and dominate European football. And this is something which I have been completely wonderstruck by the lack of ambition in recent years. And just going into this transfer window, I expected so much from this club, and yet again they have disappointed. Yes, they are in languishing in a very bad state right now, and soon after Erik Ten Hag took his first training session at Carrington, it was understood that most of these players are very excited. They are looking forward to a project which is going to pay them dividends, and they are going to be part of a successful mission. And this is the mission where all Manchester United fans want to see the Red Devils fighting for titles and silverware each and every season. Yes, it is not going to be a very short journey. This is going to be a long-term plan, and it will take substantial amount of time to get to that position. And if you talk about this transfer window in particular, there have not been a single signing made by Manchester United. This is the most astonishing fact, and they have left Nemanja Matic and Paul Pogba on a free transfer. Well, they have not even made proper business, and this is something I just don't understand. They paid Juventus £100 million to sign Paul Pogba previously, and after I think 4 or 5 years in the club, Paul Pogba has left on a free transfer. He always had what it takes, but never really delivered when it really mattered for the club. And this is some shambolic business once again what Manchester United have done. This is a team which was known for always competing, and under Sir Alex Ferguson, this team was just unstoppable. They were the dominant force which every English team or any European team used to fear, and that fear has just not come by in the recent past. If you look at clubs like Norwich City or Crystal Palace or even Brighton and Hove Albion, they play Manchester United as if it is just a walk in the park, and they completely outplay the Red Devils. This was the fact which was evident even in the previous season, where Brighton and Hove Albion absolutely thrashed them 4-0 at the Amex Stadium. And this is just the start of the capitulation, and this will take an entire rebuild. And everything starts at this club from the helm of affairs. If you talk about the owners, well, the Glazers have been mismanaging this club for over 8 years now. They changed a lot of managers, tried to bring in Jose Mourinho, the special one, in order to win some silverware. Yes, he won the Europa League, but soon after that, it was just an absolute disaster. And now that Erik Ten Hag has come with such a reputation, all the Red Devils think that he can make wonders, he can make magic out of absolutely nothing. But this is the fantasy world where all Red Devils are actually living in. It will take time, it is obvious, but a man with such a pedigree is coming into the Premier League, a man who has that experience of tasting silverware back in the Dutch Eredivisie with Ajax, knows what he needs to do. And the most crucial aspect for Manchester United is the recruitment. They have an amazing goalkeeper in David De Gea. They have a very okay defense. If you talk about Harry Maguire, he has not been that too great. He was signed for £80 million, and since he signed from Leicester, he has been very mediocre, to be honest. And along with him, Victor Lindelof is not just good enough. Rafael Varane came with a lot of expectations, but he too has been injury prone, and he has not hit his mark at the Premier League. If we talk about Cristiano Ronaldo's comments recently, he said that this club has to come back to the top, but for achieving that, there has to be some ambition shown, and he is just surprised by the lack of ambition, as this club has not even made a single signing so far. And if you talk about the other players, Jadon Sancho came from Borussia Dortmund with a very hefty price tag, and what has he done? Nothing. he has not been so prolific as what he used to be with Borussia back in the Bundesliga. And if you talk about players like Marcus Rashford, who has been doing a lot of charity work in the UK, well, you can keep your charity aside off the pitch, but on the pitch, you need to deliver because you are a professional footballer. And when you don the jersey of Manchester United, you are expected to deliver. You are expected to perform week in and week out. And yes, he had a very brilliant start with his debut when he scored a brace against Arsenal. But he has been quite up and down in terms of his form. And every striker which Manchester United have tried since 2018 have been very, very inconsistent. And if we talk about even Edinson Cavani, he was an absolute beast when he used to play for PSG. But after joining Manchester United, I just don't understand why these players are not up for it. They have tried a lot of positions, they have tried different tactics, and under Erik Ten Hag, I am expecting that at least we will see a playing style, some attractive brand of football. But do you seriously think that this team can compete with the likes of Liverpool or Manchester City with a midfield of Fred and Scott McTominay? Seriously, I just don't get it. They have to have an upgrade on McTominay, who is still learning the craft of playing in the midfield position. Just if you just compare him to players like Paul Scholes and even Roy Keane, who used to have that spirit and who used to play with an attitude which is never say die. And I just don't see that in this Manchester United team. There is a real lack of belief and a lack of pride when you play for Manchester United. That is something which has been really disappointing, to be honest. And most of these players are professional footballers. They have played in some of the most elite clubs in Europe. Even if you talk about Donny van de Beek, he has played in the Ajax Amsterdam Arena. It has been just an amazing journey for him. He had a loan spell at Everton, and I think he's back at Manchester United. I feel that a lot of things need to change at the helm of affairs, and the recruitment needs to happen sooner rather than later. This is the only appeal which I would like to make if I was a Manchester United fan. And talking about how the Premier League is going to start in the first week of August, and we're already on 28th of June. And just imagine, so far all the Red Devil fans must be eagerly anticipating a lot of movement in the transfer market. They have been linked to Frankie De Jong and even Anthony from Ajax, but the bids are just too high. The release clause is too high, and whatever they are bidding is not making any sense for the other party. And everyone knows that Manchester United needs to strengthen a lot of areas. Still, we expect a lot from players like Cristiano as well. He was the top scorer for Manchester United last season. Can you just believe that a 37-year-old is carrying this team single-handedly on his shoulders and he's scoring goals for fun? Well, that just shows that there is no one behind Ronaldo, and he's the focal point for this club. And he has signed a 1 year contract. He will be extending his stay at Manchester United. But what I expect is at least some ambition, some desire, some intent that we are a strong force coming into the Premier League season. And Erik Ten Hag has to take responsibility for that. Yes, he just finished his first training session, but more importantly, the board needs to understand that this is high time that they get their acts together and they are able to find some quality players who can really have a big impact on the team. And I think Erik Ten Hag has already set his sights on Frankie De Jong. He knows him from the Dutch national team, and also a player who has played under him at Ajax, and even Anthony has played under Erik Ten Hag. So I expect Manchester United to make some business before the end of July. Otherwise, it will become too late. And all the targets which they had set at the beginning of the summer transfer window might already go. So it will just be a very crucial period for the Red Devils, a team which is looking to bounce back and come back to the top of English football. And I feel that a lot of things need to change in this club. And just the attitude was so astonishing. This was the worst finish for Manchester United last season, where they ended up with less than 60 points. That just shows that under Ralph Rangnick nothing was working, and even with the different formation, he couldn't do anything to actually galvanize the team. So, guys, please let me know, what do you think about Manchester United's current situation? What is their biggest predicament, and where do you think they need to bolster their squad going into the new season? And what do you expect from a manager like Erik Ten Hag? Please let me know your thoughts in the comment section. And if you like this video, please do not forget to hit the like button and share it amongst your network. And the Football Mania will once again be bringing you loads of content throughout the year. So if you have not yet subscribed to the channel, please subscribe now and show me your love. So until next time, stay safe and take care.